Hey guys, good morning and welcome to another edition of What Are We Learning in Phys Ed today? Hey, today what you have do. One, fitness logs. So if you need to get those in today. I am shutting down the box on November 5th. So I will no longer be accepting weeks 1 through 4 fitness logs after November 5th. And so I think you have till Saturday. I'm giving you an extra week, which is pretty nice of me. So get those done. You also have due today 3.02 discussion on FIT principle and your 3.02 lab. Remember with the lab, you were to fill in, go through each component of fitness and tell me frequency, intensity, time, and type for each one. If you read the PowerPoint and you read the unit, you should nail this. Now, the assignment this lab assignment that you had to do, you didn't have to actually say what exercises you didn't really need to do those exercises. I just wanted to see that you understood how to use the FIT principle with each component of fitness. Okay. Now this week we're going to be talking about each of those components of fitness. Okay. So that's kind of why I didn't really care too much if you were actually really doing those workouts that you were doing, okay? Because now we're going to learn about the components of fitness. So you need to make sure that you're into Unit 3.03 called Fitness Components. Here you're going to learn about the 5 health-related components of fitness. There's about 5 discussion questions and the goal for this week that you need to do. So make sure that you answer all discussion questions. Don't skip over any discussion questions. That's the only way that you can get full credit. Okay. You should also be starting tomorrow fitness logs weeks 5 through 8. Okay, so this will take you through Thanksgiving time, and so you should have some time during Thanksgiving to make up any weeks. Okay. And then this week, you're going to have 3.03 discussion and 3.03 fitness component lab due. If you have been doing the journals, you look for those journals in the actual unit. It should be like 3.03 fitness journal lab questions. Okay, so you can look for the link in that when you go to your content area. Okay, so we're still working on those journals. They're going to be due in like, I think 2-3 weeks. I'll let you know. Remember, they're extra credit. Okay, they're all extra credit. All right. So today, or this week, what you're going to be looking at is you need to know the 5 components of fitness. You need to know their definitions. Okay, so I'm going to go over those really quickly. You have cardiovascular endurance or cardiorespiratory. Either way, it's stability of the heart and the lungs and blood vessels and those muscles to take in, transport, and use oxygen over a period of time. So when you're talking about cardio exercises, you're talking about like 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes or more. Okay, so you're talking about your heart and your lungs working in a certain zone for a certain period of time. We'll talk more cardio when we get there. Muscular strength. This is the maximum amount of weight a muscle or group of muscles can push, pull at one time. So we're talking mostly like this is like your 1 rep max, or if you're keeping your reps into the 3 to 5 range, up to 8. Okay. Muscular endurance is the amount of time a muscle or muscle groups can sustain one contraction, or the number of repetitions a muscle or muscle group can perform in a set. Okay, so if I were to ask you to do plank holds, okay, and try to hold that plank for like 20 to 30 seconds, okay, or if I were to have you take 2 books and hold them out, extended out, that would be like muscular endurance. Okay, flexibility, muscles range of motion around a joint. Okay. Body composition is the percentage of lean body mass. This is like your organs, tissues, blood, water, and muscles. And then 2, fat mass. Okay, so you have a fat-free mass and you have fat mass. Okay, and like I said, we'll talk more about that. So cardiovascular endurance. Okay, there's a lot of evidence that suggests that if you do more cardio activities, you are going to reduce risk factors like heart disease, stroke, okay, heart attacks, diabetes, certain cancers. Okay, so it's really, really important that you get cardio activities in your life, and we'll talk about how many days a week. Okay, your discussion question is you're going to have to list all the health components of fitness and define them. Okay. And then the next one that you're going to have is you're going to list the benefits to cardiovascular endurance and give 2 examples of cardio. And I want to see at least 3 benefits to cardiovascular fitness and 2 examples that you can do to improve your cardio. Okay, so the more in shape that you get, the more cardio that you do, the stronger and the bigger your heart's going to get, and the more efficient your heart and lungs are going to be able to work together to sustain long activities. Okay, so there is a lot of benefits to cardio, and I'm just going to list a couple here. You have reduction in blood pressure, a reduced risk of developing coronary heart disease, which can help or can lead to heart attack. You decrease your fat mass. Okay, there's a lot of problems associated with having too much fat in our bodies. And then you increase your bone mass, and you have improved energy levels. So those are just a few. There's more in the PowerPoint. Okay. And cardio, when you put cardio to fit, okay, so now we're going to put cardio to fit because this is going to work. All this you're going to be doing is going to work towards your lab. So when you do fit, you should do cardio exercises anywhere from 3 to 7 times a week. I put in here 3 to 5. I always think that you should have a day or 2 of rest, okay, depending on how intense your workouts are. So like for me, I do CrossFit, and I go at least 4 times a week. If I do 5, it's almost too much for me, but once in a while I'll do 5 because the intensity of the workouts, although they may not be as long as being in the gym for like an hour, they're very intense. Okay, so I do shorter times. CrossFit workouts can be anywhere from 6 minutes long to 40 minutes long. So, and you should always work out when you're doing cardio activities in your target heart rate zone. Okay, which is going to be 60 to 85% of your maximum heart rate. And we're going to talk about target heart rates, resting heart rates next week. Okay, your sessions should last anywhere from, if you're just beginning, 5-10 minutes to up to 30, 40, 50 minutes, an hour if you want to. If you are a long distance runner, obviously a lot longer. Okay, but when you're beginning, just start out slow, get your body used to working out and exercising before you say, I need to do an hour a day. Okay, try not to do that. You need to choose exercises, cardio exercises that are going to have repetitive motion and keep that body in motion for that 20 minutes the whole time. Okay, so that could be like swimming and jogging and on treadmill or elliptical machine. Okay, so those are some different types of activities, or any sport that's keeping you constantly moving. Okay, so it's like basketball is a pretty good one. So yeah. And then can you list the benefits to muscular strength and endurance? So moving away from cardio, we're going to move to muscular strength and endurance. Now these 2 components work hand in hand. You can't really have one without the other. I mean, if you can lift a heavy box, can you lift that heavy box a repetitive amount of times? Okay, so they kind of work together. You really can't have one without the other. I mean, you can have a lot of strength, but can you continue in moving something for a continuous amount of time? So there is a difference between muscular strength and endurance. A lot of people, that's the question. Well, what is the difference? Okay, and so understanding the difference between the 2 can help you devise a strength training program to meet your fitness goals. So are you wanting to be able to do things for longer periods of time, or are you just wanting to lift more heavy weights? Okay, so when you can answer that question, then you can figure out whether you want to do an endurance program or a strength program. So muscle endurance refers to the ability to perform specific muscular actions for a prolonged period of time. So usually this includes less amount of weight and higher reps. Okay, that's usually what it is. So muscular strength is when you have a muscle that can exert a lot of force, a lot of resistance. So being able to lift 200 pounds 1 time or 3 times. Okay, that's more muscular strength. And you have 2 different types of fiber types. If you are do more muscular strength activities, you're more likely to have fast twitch fibers, okay, types A and B. Type A help you to endure a long sprint or carry a heavy object across the room, where type B are recruited for short bursts, like jumping onto a box or picking up a heavy object, like if you were to pick up an Atlas ball and throw it over your shoulder, okay. Muscular endurance, you're going to have more slow twitch fibers, Okay, they're responsible for endurance and the ability to keep you going for longer periods of time. Okay, such like running, or swimming in a pool, okay, or being on a track. Okay, some benefits of muscular endurance is you're able to perform everyday tasks on your own, such as like opening a jar of pickles or jacking up your car if you're broke down, and being able to take a tire iron and loosen the lug nuts on your tire. Okay, so you need the strength to do it, and you need the endurance to do all 4 or 5 or how many lug nuts you might have on your car. Picking up heavy boxes, helping parents move if you're ever moving. Okay, you have the endurance to keep that up. Like, you can't just pick up one box and put it away and you're not becoming fatigued and tired, okay? When you increase your muscle mass, you change your body composition, creating a lower percentage of body fat. You look a lot better. You feel a lot better. You're getting rid of those extra triglycerides and lowering your cholesterol, which is all great, and limiting a lot of certain diseases such as diabetes, okay? Strength training activities, if you want to strength train, you can use weights, you can use resistance bands, you can use do crunches and stuff and sit-ups. And if you're going to do like crunches or pull-ups and sit-ups, you can actually hold a weight if you're doing sit-ups. Push-ups, you can even put a weight on your back or your little baby brother. Just kidding. I mean, you can, like a little baby brother. You can improve endurance by running, doing CrossFit, walking lunges. You can do plank holds, wall sits, okay, because remember, those things are having the muscle contract for a numerous amount of time, okay? Frequency, intensity, time, and type. So you want to work all major muscles 2 to 3 times a week. Allow for a couple days rest, 24 to 48 hours. I know with CrossFit I usually work out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, take off Thursday, and I do Friday or Saturday workouts. Okay, and I never work out on Sunday. I always just walk. Okay, so the frequency can be anywhere from 2 to 4 days within your week. Intensity should be lift as much weight as you can safely and with proper form. Anywhere from 5 to 12 reps. Okay, so that 1 to 8 type rep scheme is more strength, or 1 to 7 around in there. 1 to 8 is more, or 3 to 8. They don't really like you to do 1 rep maxes. There's more chance for injury there and lack of proper form. Usually you will do your 1 rep max, and then after you find your 1 rep max, then you can base all your strength training on those. Okay, like working at 70% and 80% of that 1 rep max to help build strength, and then you do just less reps, like 3 to 8. Okay, when you're doing more muscular endurance, you're going to use that lighter weight, and you're going to be like 12 plus repetitions, so your higher amount of repetitions. Time with for Fit Principle with muscular strength and endurance is like 1 to 3 sets of 5 to 12 repetitions. You can do a 20 to 30 minute workout, but just remember, time is iffy because more does not mean better, especially if your workouts are intense, such as CrossFit. Okay, if you're doing a lot of circuit training, okay, maybe like 15-20 minutes of circuit training is good. Type could be any type of weight training. Anything that's going to put resistance on those muscles is going to build strength and will build endurance. Okay. Flexibility. Now, flexibility. So, what is flexibility? Flexibility is needed basically in everything you do. Just me standing up and getting off this couch requires flexibility. Yes, it does require a little bit of strength to lift myself up off the couch, but the more flexible you are, the easier it is to do everyday activities. Maybe you're wanting to lift up your little puppy or your kitty. You just get down on the ground and lift them up, sweep the floor, rake the leaves, picking up those leaves. All that uses flexibility. Over time, we create body movements and posture habits that can lead to reduced mobility of joints, which is what we don't want. And over time, due to a sedentary lifestyle and with age, our flexibility tends to deteriorate, like it has with me. I wish I would have had a teacher that talked to me more about flexibility when I was your age, so I would have taken the time to stretch more. So I do now, but I think I'd be more flexible and a better athlete if I would have taken that time then. Some benefits is improves your performance, helps with your posture, reduces stress and exercising muscles and releases tension developed during workout, increases your range of motion at the muscle, which is why it helps improve your athletic performance. Okay, there's 2 types. There's dynamic and static. Dynamic would be like shoulder rolls. Okay, maybe you're a neck roll. Okay, or they could be glute kicks, high knees, Frankenstein kicks. They could be push-ups and sit-ups. Remember, low reps with those, and don't go hard and fast. Static stretches is the stretching where you're holding a stretch across, maybe it's just across your body or behind your neck, but you're holding it for 20 to 30 seconds, releasing it, hold the next one 20, 30 seconds, and then come back and do 2 to 3 sets each. Okay. I have a frequency, intensity, time type. We're getting a little short on time here. I don't want to take up too much from your time. So go ahead and read through the FIT principle with flexibility. And then body composition. Now, body composition doesn't really fit in with the FIT principle. It's kind of a component, even though it's a health-related component because it's huge, but it's kind of on its own as it doesn't work with FIT. Because basically, I mean, it does and it doesn't. You're not going to set it up to FIT principle, but basically, if you are doing muscular strength activities, muscular endurance activities, and cardio activities, and balancing that with a healthy diet, your body composition is going to improve or maintain. Okay, you can't do one or the other. You can't just exercise and just be like, well, I exercise all the time. Well, are you eating high-fat food, fried food? Are you eating a lot of dairy? Are you eating a lot of carbs? Okay, such as like a lot of breads and pastas and rice. Are you eating a lot of that kind of stuff and not balancing it out? Are you eating a lot of processed foods, which means you're opening up a box and pouring it into your stove and cooking it up? So if you're doing all that, that's not a good balance. Okay, a good balance would be like going to the grocery store and buying vegetables and buying lean meats and cooking things up. Like make your own stir fry, okay, instead of opening it up from a bag. Use fresh vegetables. Grab healthy snacks when you're hungry, carrots and broccoli and celery. Add a little ranch if you want to, okay. I always just use balsamic vinegar and oil. I love it. It's my favorite. Grab a whole grain tortilla shell that doesn't have any hydrogenated oils on it. Put some almond butter on it, a little bit of honey and butter. Put it in the microwave, heat it up. Boom, healthy snack with protein and carb right there. Grab some hard-boiled eggs. Eat those. Okay, grab a bunch of mixed nuts like pistachios and almonds and walnuts. Okay, and eat those. Eat a handful of those. Okay, improving your body composition is that huge balance between all three of those things. Okay. And so that's it. And so the only other thing that we need to talk about is your lab. And on your lab, I'm going to pull it up really quickly for myself here. You're going to have each component of fitness listed. It's going to ask you, what activities do you currently do to improve your cardiovascular health? What do you do? You're going to type in your answer. In general, how often and for how long do you do these activities? Okay, you're going to tell me how long. This is the time part. Is it more or less than what is recommended? Recommended is, remember, about 30 to 60 a day. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your cardiovascular health? And be honest with your answers. Okay, be honest, because this is honest with yourself. And if you can look here and look on paper and see that, wow, I really need, you see like, I'm only a 5. I need to work on my cardio. And then list one goal you have for improving cardiovascular endurance. And you're going to do this for each component of fitness. Muscular endurance, muscular strength. You're going to do it for flexibility. And then when it hits body composition, it's going to say, what kind of food do you generally eat? Do you eat more fats and sweets than recommended? Have you tested your body composition? If so, what is it? And remember, body composition is really hard to test. Okay, you kind of either have to go to 24-hour fitness or some workout place to do caliper testing, or if you can get yourself into an exercise phys lab, you can do the pods or the hydrostatic weighing. And then you're going to list a goal for improving your body composition. Okay, so that's it. So that's due next Sunday along with the discussion. Okay, don't forget the goal for the week at the end. Make sure you're looking at that slide on the very last slide of the PowerPoint to see your goal for the week. Okay, if you have any questions, email me, call me, text me, or come see me at IQ Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Okay? Thanks, guys. See you later. Happy learning.